All right. Don't know what to expect with this setup. Trying to find an easy way to have supporters be able to join while building and chatting. So if anyone is a supporter and wants to jump in to the Discord, which I got to figure that out. I got to figure that out. Anyway, this is a good way to test this. Let's start with this, and actually let me click this. That way it's bigger. All right. Yeah, I've been curious about these minis. Like, they should be really easy to build. I just kind of want to build them. And then, put the box in storage and have these out. Trying to consolidate all the mess I've got. And I think if I click off, it does that, which is annoying. So if I do that and then that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Usually don't use Discord. Well, actually, let me check something. And then that. Yeah, that seems to be good. Okay. Yeah, no. We'll see how this goes. What's up, Ultronimus? No, this is just using Discord so that supporters can join. It's easier than the Video Ninja and then the whole meld and all that stuff. That's more for like podcasting and proper streams. But since this is more of like a hangout type thing, so not everyone needs like a URL to join. I'm doing it kind of this way. I mean, really, I just need to get some stuff built, and I figured I would stream it and allow people to join. Cool. Okay. So here's the, and I might need to get more light on this stuff. So this is that, and I have a window open. I don't know if that's good or not. The Gundam Assemble. So let's get to this. Were there instructions maybe? Yeah, I might not even need instructions. So let's take this B1, which, interesting. I'm gonna grab my other. All right. This B1. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is kind of annoying, but I kind of like it too. But if enough people are like, "Hey, that's annoying," because I like, there's a weird thing. Like, I love streaming, but I like being outside. So it's like this is a way to balance that. Anyway, Ultronus, what have you been up to this weekend? I've had fun playing that new Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. It's been kind of a chill weekend, actually. Now I think about it. That is funny though. I remember there was a time, wasn't there? Either I was streaming it, and this was like a couple years ago, or I was just in Discord while doing it outside. But I was building the Mobile Suit Ensemble outside. Like I brought a little box with me, that has pretty much guardrails or edges, on the side, so nothing would fall. I want to crack that nut. Like, what? How can I touch grass and have this channel at the same time? I think I do pretty good, but I mean, kind of promote that for others that watch. I was playing Marvel Rivals. I saw that, Yeah, you're trying to post all your Overwatch 2 stuff before getting into Rivals. That was on PS4 and Dragon Ball. Get Kishin. I don't know how to say that. But I've been seeing that Dragon Ball game. I don't know if I should try that. Today was core day at the gym. Then I got called to do yard work. Dang, you've already had a good day. I guess it is an hour later over there or so. Yeah, and I got a lot done today. Oh, it's funny. My Gundam Explained videos for the week, I got done very early because I was there was like I've been working on multiple videos at once just because there's been multiple cool Gundam related things happening around me. So I'm just kind of I've gotten to the point where it's very easy for me to kind of just film as I go. Like I'll get some filming in here or there, throw the videos together, got them edited. And that allowed me, like this morning, usually I would be recording and editing a video first thing in the morning, but I went outside to walk. It was before 8 a.m. So I love that I got out that early. Okay, let's zoom in a little on this. And actually, let's get a little more light. Do you like MOBAs? No, I don't, but I'm not against them. That's the thing. I feel like when it comes to game genres, and I've been saying this lately with roguelikes, like every once in a while there's one that kind of does things interesting. So I'm not totally against it. All right, I got this other light here that might help out some. Yeah, so here is the feat so far. Yeah, these builds are nothing. I might as well have done them before, but I'm glad I'm actually streaming that I'm doing this, although I still don't like. It's just weird, sorry, I've learned a lot with light. Like, there's so many different ways. And then I think the God Ray is causing a balance. Let me. All right. Luckily, I can still keep the windows open. Just had to move the curtain just a little bit. Not as casual as Pokemon unit, but not as hardcore. Huh. That could be an interesting thing to try. But anyway, here we go. Let's finish this up. Honestly, there's not much to these, and that is actually kind of cool. All right, this is weird. It is crazy how small these are. Because I was picturing something bigger, and I think we got a lot of like 3D renders at first, and it just didn't really help show the scale. But these should be fun and easy to paint because of their size. What am I doing wrong with this one? Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, there we go. And I actually think that is supposed to be Char, Zalku. I don't know if there is any difference. Well, I guess that's the thing, the commander antenna. So I wonder how easy it could be. Like I could switch it to another one of these. Let's see. Well, let me finish building them. I really like this. I really do. I would collect these probably more actively if they were already painted. I know that sounds blasphemous, but more of just having, again, I like collecting little action figures. So, oh yeah, that's Charzaku too. Okay, cool. Thanks. Light Lighting is my enemy. Huh? Never forgetting the time I was on webcam, and eventually it just became a void because I'm too dark. Dude, I'm telling you, the lighting is an interesting thing because as long as I've done it, I remember there are things that now, and I guess it's just that whole repetition, learning experience. There's like things now that I would never do again. Um, or how should I word that? There are things I used to do that now I would never do when it comes to lighting. And it's just over time kind of picking it up, figuring it out. It's a mix of getting used to how it looks, but also understanding white balance. Since I'm using a DSLR, there's a lot of white balance issues, but then understanding placement of, there's a lot to it. But man, lately I feel like I've loved how the lighting has turned out on streams. Or in my videos in general, more videos I think than the streams. But so it's like I'm finally getting to the point where I know how to set up the lighting. Next is how can I optimize the setup time it takes to get my lighting. That might mean, okay, I know the directions and the distance I need certain light types, whether that's the warm or the cold, whatever. There's like a 3-point system with a blue. And it's like, if I could have one contraption that's all on a thing like above me that just comes down and turns on, that's for the future to figure out. There are so many times when I'm buying gear for YouTubing that I'm like, you know what? I've already gone so long using this cheap stuff and you can't tell. I'll just keep doing it. And some things I'll spend money on. I think mic and the camera is probably the most I've spent on the stuff, and they're not even the highest. I mean, the camera's actually, a good DSLR. It's just now it's 10 years old. The mic isn't that old, and I've had good mics. I think I just got to the point where I personally don't like having a mic in front of me, so I get the boom mic. There's a little more that you have to learn using a boom mic because it can easily pick up noise if you're not careful. Okay, these two are done. I can't think of a time you had bad lighting. Well, thank you. I think I've always made sure it was clear, but I think my main thing is now like kind of adding depth by having, the hair highlight, a little bit of I like the blue LED, kind of the warm on one side. It's a process. And, part of it is like, how much does it matter? I think it's 50-50 in terms of like, sometimes your production value can help propel you, but sometimes it's more about the content. All right, so we've got this other one we're going to slap together. Oh. Let's see. Okay, that's cool. Looking cool. Hey, what if I turn this just a little bit more? I don't know if that did anything. I added a little bit more of the blue, but interesting. Okay. And then for the little head, these things are so small. It's pretty crazy. Oh my gosh. Hey, Sub-Zeonic Shadow. Good to see you. Just getting this assemble built, and then we'll start the Zirius. Hello. Okay, it can only go in one way. There we go. All right, here's the other one. Looking really cool. I really don't know if I'm gonna get super excited about these and buy them all and paint them all or not. I don't know. AVP Requiem. The creature design was great, as was sound design, but the lighting was so abysmal it dragged everything else down. Yeah, that man, that's the thing. I like that movie. I almost feel like, even though like I noticed the downsides, I almost feel like when I watch AVP Requiem, it's almost like, is that my? That's my. Wow, my desk is really shaking. It's not the camera. Anyway, I feel like AVP Requiem was a movie that I made. I know that doesn't make sense, but I look at it as the first AVP. It was all right, but then the second one, it was almost like a studio was like letting these guys do what they want. And like they're like, oh, okay, you can make the movie. It's gonna have a low budget, and they're like, okay, we're gonna use practical effects, but man, we have to have the lighting low in order to pull all this off. You know what I mean? It's like one of those where you could tell they really tried. And it's just when I watch Alien Earth, and again, I've only watched the first episode. To me, it's like, oh, these people are really making it feel like Alien. But the thing with Requiem is it was trying to be something. And I think if you're trying to be something and you have the budget, that's where it can elevate. So I don't know what I'm saying yet. I haven't finished Alien Earth. Because Alien Earth could be amazing. I didn't love the first AVP, but at least I think it's fine. At first, when I watched it, I was actually very upset when I got to the theater. Yo, Shortgrass Studios with a $10 super chat. Hell yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't think I set up my stream to do that thing, so I'll read it. How's it going on this lovely Sunday? Hard at work on the Hazel GK over here, though. I will take some time to work on my 144th New Zeal this evening. Wow, that's a lot of cool stuff. Shortgrass Studios, if you guys don't remember, has posted here before talking about the work on the Hazel resin conversion kit, garage kit, I guess, GK, and it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. That's really cool. Ultronymous, I love Alien Earth. Sorry. I'm so excited for the last few episodes. Yeah, I gotta get to that. I gotta catch up. Zach Shadow, I'm resting. I'm ripping packs from a booster box I got yesterday. I was going to do live, but I'm shot and my voice is well, tell me what you get. I'm curious. I think my history with the comics had softened my opinion for the first AVP movie, so I'm curious because for me, the problem with the first AVP, I think, was because it was rated PG-13, there wasn't as much impact in the deaths. So it's almost like I had to, okay, this isn't about the deaths, this is more about the action, and I don't mind that. But I will say, even though it seems cool and maybe it could have pulled it off better, giving Blade's mom, what was it, the alien tail to use as a spear and the alien head as a shield, like, again, that seems like a cool idea, and it didn't work on screen for me. It didn't. I feel like that movie, and it's like that guy. What's his name? Paul Anderson. It's one of those Anderson. There's a bunch of directors. It's not Paul Thomas Anderson. Not Wes Anderson. See, I'm really bad at that. Okay, what in the? Oh, it's upside down. Yeah, it's on the other side. Let me put it here so I can show you guys. So this looks like it's a swing. Oh. But anyway, all those ideas in AVP, I think, were neat. It's just his movies have trouble really pulling this stuff off. It's Resident Evil guy, the guy that did the Dead or Alive movie. I feel like all these movies are fun and entertaining with cool ideas, but it seems it takes me out when he pulls it off. You know, I don't know. That moment made me miss Machiko. Well, is that what they were trying to do? I feel like if they just adapted those other stories, it could have been better. Paul W.S. Anderson, thank you. Hey, JamKLX, this is unexpected. I wouldn't have caught this if my stomach didn't keep me. Oh, wow. Yeah, and well, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, JamKLX, but glad that you can catch the stream. I wasn't planning on streaming. It was just this moment where there's nothing that's going to go on within the next hour at home. So I was like, okay, let me get some stuff built, because I completed, if you guys remember, the last time I did a build stream, it was this, and I've completed this. Now I'm going to do a video review, because there is gimmicks to this where you take off the armor and it looks different. You put it on to do different things. And then that will be going to Ultronymous as soon as I'm done. But I got to try to nail this, putting this head in here. What in the... I'm usually good at sticking things in holes. Oh, God, what the... But this, for some reason, is just a little too small, or am I... Oh, interesting. There's a little piece of plastic. That's kind of bent inside there. Yeah, something's definitely going on with... Okay, this goes... Wow. I think the plastic is off just a hair. Almost got it in. Yeah, there's some plastic I'm going to shave off here. And really, I'm just trying to put this neck peg in here, and I have to do it in the direction because it's shaped just one way to put it in. And actually, there's some plastic on the neck peg. What up? Uncle Tom, good to see you.
Good morning.
Morning, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, yeah, just decided to do some building. What are you up to?
I just get out of work.
Oh, just got out of work. Was it like an early shift or something?
Yeah, it's an early shift.
Oh, that's cool. Can I ask what you do, or is that private information?
Oh, what I do? No, just a store associate.
Oh, cool. Okay. So you got your fill of talking to people this morning?
Well, yeah, two of my coworkers. Nobody's go shopping at 4 a.m., right?
Oh, so you do all this before the stores open. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, I got the 3 Zaku's built from this assemble. Are you at all interested in assemble?
I'm sorry, what?
The miniatures? I'm gonna say no.
The smaller models that just came in one single color?
Yeah, they're for the game.
Oh yeah, I have some of those.
Oh, which ones?
I think I have the Hainu and the I think it's the Violet Custom.
Oh, they make them in this for the Gundam Assemble miniatures?
Wait.
Or maybe I think you're probably thinking the those resin ones. Artifact, yeah. No, yeah, these are for that new the the Gundam trading card game, but also they're doing a miniature thing. I haven't played with the miniatures yet.
I haven't take a look yet.
But actually you're right. These are, if I'm not mistaken, these are about the same size as the Artifact.
The artifact is super small.
Hey, Barry BB in chat. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know if the Ultronum, I might have accident when I was putting it in, maybe the plastic kind of got messed up. But hey, anyway, Tom, are you familiar with that Gundam Zirius from that new manga Mobile Suit Gundam 8?
No.
Okay.
I haven't checked it out yet.
Just came out, and I just got from P Bandai yesterday. I think it was yesterday. The mobile suit. So I'm going to start building that. Not going to build the whole thing right now, but just at least to get started. That might force myself to finish it.
Is it a UC?
No. No, and that's what's crazy. So this Mobile Suit Gundam 8 new manga, it just has a neat looking mobile suit to me that it evokes UC-ness because it's very blue, white, yellow, red.
Yep, that's green UC.
Yeah. But
Those colors green UC.
it seems to have some elements that make it look like Moon Gundam style stuff. So that's kind of why I decided to grab this. Also, in the comic, it fights kaiju, which is pretty cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, Japanese version of Pacific Rim
Yeah.
could be better.
Yeah, actually, that's a good way to put it. Okay, let me.
Yeah. Japanese good at giant robots.
Yeah, I don't know why Hollywood can't do that.
I mean, it did once, but you know.
Yeah, it can never stick. And they're trying with the legendary Godzilla, but I feel like they're just okay.
I mean, American Godzilla is kind of overpowered. I'm not sure what kind of man-made machine can,
Well, yeah, I have the hold on, sorry, let me get this last plastic out of here. I have the Godzilla game that came out on PS3 and PS4, and you can unlock the American Godzilla, and he is the most powerful one. So even they, yeah, even they know that.
Yeah, because the thing is, I think in the U.S., Godzilla is like this force of nature that protects whatever, humanity. I would say.
Yeah.
And I think in Japanese, Godzilla is viewed like a natural disaster.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah, and in some of the different movies, they have them represent different things. Like I want to say one of them had to, like Godzilla -1 is like about survivor's guilt. In fact, Shortgrass Studios is saying just waiting for the Godzilla -1 director's next movie. If I'm not mistaken, they've already started filming -2, unless I'm thinking of Shin 2, but they already have -2 like in pre-production, if not filming. So that's what's awesome. 2 Japanese Godzilla movies are being made right now.
At the same time, that's neat.
I know. I wonder though how much of it is because Hideaki Anno, the Evangelion guy, probably has more pull on what he wants to do. So if he wants to make another Godzilla, they're probably like, "Oh yeah, go for it."
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. The Zirius doesn't seem like it's going to be a long build. But I just want to kind of at least get the chest started today.
What model kit is that?
The Zirius.
Oh, the new one, right?
Yep. Yeah. Someone in the Discord had already built it, but it is kind of like new, kind of just getting released to people.
That thing looks kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm It's funny. It's like sometimes I'm surprised what gets me to actually buy a model kit. Because sometimes it seems like, oh, I'd buy that. And then there's things I'd buy that normally I wouldn't, like this. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Shortgrass. I just saw Shin in 4K in theaters last month with our little local anime night group. Um,
How was it?
Oh, it's good. I'd already watched it this year on my own. I watched it twice last year. Shin Godzilla is probably my favorite Godzilla movie.
I'm not too familiar with the Godzilla lore and thing. I just know like a piece here and there.
Yeah, it was last year that I discovered how much there is to it. Like the movies in the 2000s, some of them have continuity with each other, some of them don't. Um, for instance, and then the ones in the 80s and 90s are all one continuity. And it's a pretty neat story of like there's like multiple Godzillas because like one is I forgot how the stories work where one was the one from original back from the 40s and then these movies pick up from that and they'll use like DNA or whatever. uh yeah, it's good stuff. But what's cool about the movies do come off kind of low budget and you kind of have to get over that. But what it is they have high-end practical effects.
Oh
So
yeah.
in the 90s when they were doing these Godzilla movies with the high-end practical effects, I think that's when Hollywood was just throwing CGI in instead in their movies. So it's almost like a lost time of practical effects in Hollywood were done in Japan.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, C8. 2. Yeah, people in chat talking about. Yeah, my so my favorite, if I was going to say my favorite kind of Godzilla thing within the movies is two movies that came out. I think it was 2001, 2002 or 2000. It's basically Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla 2, which is really one. And then if I'm getting that correct. And then the other one is Godzilla versus Mothra versus blah blah blah. It's called Tokyo SOS is what it's called. And it's interesting because these movies share a continuity. They have Mecha Godzilla or Kiryu, so it's pretty fun. All right. Okay. Yeah. So far, this build looks different than the typical. Hold on. Let me go help my dog with something. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Sometimes my dog has trouble going up the stairs. She wanted to go be with her mom. So, all right. Ultronymous, the Kiryu trilogy. Oh, so is it a trilogy and I'm forgetting that it's 3 movies? That could be. Hey, Jim Killux, what's the Tsuburaya? Tsuburaya. Never heard of that. Okay, let's see. A2. PC4. So, Tom, what you got going on for the day?
I have a cousin from Germany come to visit, so I'll probably
Whoa,
hang out with him.
that's neat. A cousin
Yeah,
from Germany. That's awesome.
yeah. My sister, like one of them moved to Germany, and she's visiting the U.S. right now.
Oh wow. Well, that's
She arrived yesterday, but I have to sleep early to get up working today, so I may pay her a visit later on today.
okay. That's cool. Um, it's always good to be able to spend time with family and people when you get a chance. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess the early shift is kind of a blessing.
Oh
You
yeah,
spend the whole day. Yeah.
that's true. I tell you, like during the week, it doesn't happen all the time, but I tend to get up very early, sometimes before 6, and I love it. I think it's just because I have kids. They're older, but it's just kind of ingrained in me the habit of waking up early. But I get so much done in the morning sometimes. For the rest of my day, it's like even work by getting up super early, it makes work a little easier to manage.
Yeah, because it's so quiet and stuff, tend to put more focus on it.
Yeah, that's true. And that's when I get a lot of my walking done in the morning, like get up, it feels good. Um, sometimes it's nice when I'm walking to run into people.
Yeah,
All right. So,
yeah, yeah. I don't really walk in the early morning this often because part of my job is walking around the store, so I'm just used to
oh,
that.
you're already doing that anyway. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it gets so hot here in Texas that sometimes we'll plan our walk by going to the mall. And
right.
so we're indoor. There's things to do there, but yeah, it gets the weather's been better though here lately. So, yeah, I just can't wait.
Same here.
Yeah. Are you in northern or southern California?
Um, yeah, I have no knowledge of geography, but
Oh. I
I'll give you an idea. I live 2 hours away from Ian's.
his new place or old place?
I'm sorry,
His new place or old place?
new place.
Oh.
Where are you living right now? Yeah, I live like at least maximum 2 hours away from his place.
Oh, that's
Maybe
cool.
an hour and a half, but depends on the traffic.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Let's see.
Yeah, sometimes people ask me that, and I just have no ideas.
Yeah, I tend to no, like I actually lived in California when I was 10 for
Oh, I see.
yeah, for about 6 months. I lived in San Jose because my dad um was going to had to do something for work, and originally he was just going to be gone, but then his company was willing to pay for us to have an apartment in California while he was working. Yeah, so that was a neat
I
experience.
see.
Uh,
That's neat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Ian's in the chat.
Like
Um,
in the voice chat or just in the
in the stream.
I see. I see.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I'm driving right now, so and the internet doesn't work that well.
oh, well, that's cool that it is working. No, yeah, Ian is saying southern. It's considered southern, so that would be hotter.
Okay, yeah, so that's yeah.
Definitely be hotter. Um, oh, Shortgrass Studios is saying kind of fun watching a Bandai kit. I haven't touched a plastic kit since 2019. My backlog is all resin kits. That's pretty amazing. Oh, Ultronymous is taking off. All right, see you, Ultronymous. Good to see you. All right.
Man, anyone that have a backlog of raising kid, you guys got great respect, man. Those are hard to do.
I know I haven't even done one. But Steven and I have looked. Like we'll go on some websites and look around, and I've debated one day. Okay, how am I doing this?
I mean, I don't even build the Bandai kit.
What was the last?
Like,
Right, because you just get the action figures, right?
yeah, I'm more like an action figure guy.
Yeah, that is mainly my thing too. I am mainly action figure. Just like for instance, this Zirius that I'm getting, or that I just got and I'm building. If there was an action figure version, I would have just bought that. But since there's not, I'm going to build it. Okay.
I mean, depends on the characters, I would say. So let's say something like a Dodai Kai or something like that. I would just buy the model kit because it will be definitely cheaper than if Robot Spirit decide to release that.
But isn't there one? But it's like super expensive and it comes with a goof. Or am I thinking of something else?
Oh yeah, they do have released that with the group.
Yeah, and it's like super expensive.
So what's the one that the Mark II ride on? I
Oh,
forgot the name.
yeah, the G Defensor, but no, I think there's a different thing.
There's
The-
a there's another Dodai, but for the Zeta Gundam series, I can't remember the names.
I want to say, did I see something? Oh, it's G frames. They're releasing G frames that have all the Zeta, those Zeta suits with their yeah, I forget the names of those. I don't know if it's a subflight system or there's another name for it. Oh,
Yeah, it's been so long since I touched anything Robot Spirit because they get so expensive these days.
yeah. For me, it's been, let's see, just the Zeta releases coming out recently. Like I have when they came out with the Big Zam, they did a release of a core booster, a ball, or it might have been a 2-pack, I forget, and then a Dom. I've got the core booster coming, and then the Hyakushiki is supposed to be out. The Veranime.
Yeah,
I have
I think
that
it's like
pre-ordered.
100 bucks.
What's that?
I think it's like 150 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one though. I had to get. I had it pre-ordered and everything. Just waiting for the shipping because I know shipping has kind of been odd for some places.
Yeah, but the good thing is the older version got a little cheaper. The last time I saw one, it's like $60
Dude,
with box and everything.
I know that is so funny you're saying this because for the longest time I was wanting to get a Robot Spirits Yakushiki, but it was always too expensive. And
I always have the triple digit price.
yes, but you're exactly right. As soon as they announced this new one, the original one went down in price quite a bit. To you're right, under $100. And I was like, oh, should I didn't do it? And it's like, no, because I'll have the new superior one. I guess
Yeah,
I don't know.
and the older one is not that bad to be honest.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, it really depends. It might be worth sometimes. Like I have the old Mark II and the new Mark II.
Yeah,
Oh, Ian in the chat, Flying Armor is the name of the.
oh yeah, flying armor.
Yep,
Right? Yeah, that's it.
that's cool.
Oh, say hi to Ian for me, please.
Oh, he'll hear you because I guess you didn't know this is online. This is being streamed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. That's this new thing I'm doing where I created that kind of streamer supporter stream. So like if you're a supporter, you can join the stream.
I see.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I've got most of the chest part done. Um, let's see. How do I run around this out? Okay, I think I'm gonna at least try to get one done, and then I'm gonna stop. All right. Hey, hey.
And I don't know who that is.
It's the sneakiest of Samas.
That is
Oh, hey.
correct.
What
Yeah,
what's up, man?
not
up, Ian?
much. Just came to say hello.
Good. Well, glad you joined. How's your day been so far? Did you wake up at 4 a.m. to work, like Tom?
No, I'm not like Tom. I'm not sleeping
I don't think
usually.
Ian's working the weekends.
Right. Yeah.
God, I try not to.
3. Well, cool. What's your plan for
I
today?
heard robots. What's my game plan for today? I'll be heading back to my place pretty soon. I'm visiting my mom this weekend.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, both of you guys are visiting family today. That's cool.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, I got like a little bit confused. I was like, because I still have the YouTube video opened up, but I paused it so
Oh,
I can like
okay.
chat.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
But then because I'm on the phone, it did like a little picture-in-picture mode, and so it's showing you right now, Adam. And so I was like, wait a minute, why is Adam moving if I have the video paused?
One day, well, that's the thing. It's like this stuff can be more real time. In fact, even for something like this, since it's not gaming, I could reduce that latency. I just haven't messed with that before.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, that's kind
What
of.
you and I were talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
Yeah, I heard Robot Spirits talk, so that's always gonna make me want to join the chat.
Heck yeah, man. Do you have anything on pre-order that you're waiting for?
I'm still waiting for that package from Amy that shipped. I don't know what's going on with it. I think it was stuck in customs, so we'll see.
Because I'm waiting for a core booster and Hyakushiki from Hobby. I think it's Hobby Genki.
Yeah, I think you.
Or Nin Nin Game.
It's a pretty good place to order from.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, I have it pre-ordered and just waiting for it to get here.
Nice.
Although it was weird because not only did I get the Gundam card game booster pack from P Bandai later than it seemed, it was same with this Zirius. So there might be some shipping logistics going on even domestically because I was seeing people with this before me.
I mean, I've been seeing Asia. I've been seeing a lot of people with the Hyakushiki, and they seem to be having a good time with it.
Oh yeah, can't wait. And I don't know if you heard what Tom and I were talking about before, but like when I was getting into Robot Spirits, that the Hyakushiki was one that I wanted really bad, but it was always like super expensive. And
yeah, I kind of wanted one too. And then I think, and that was before I even knew what like Zeta really was,
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I was like, this is a really cool suit. Like, you don't really see unique designs like that, very often. Yeah, like gold suits. But...
Yeah,
exactly.
And even with the gold, like something like in Seed, that's still more of the extreme design, where the Hyakushiki is still a little bit toned down, of the Okawara style.
That's true.
But still with the gold.
Compared to the Hyakushiki is very different.
Yeah. Wait, how do you pronounce that? Atsuki?
Akatsuki or Akatsuki?
Akatsuki. Okay, Akatsuki. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a Robot Spirit one. I want the Shiranui version.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's a good toy. It's a good toy.
Oh, do you have it?
It's slippery though.
It's slippery. Oh wow. Okay.
Well, because of the chrome, like it's chrome.
Yeah, because the whole thing is chrome or plating or whatever that called.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even consider
they literally made it very close to the actual like show model or anime design.
Oh.
Maybe there's like a bit of sharp angle and stuff, but yeah, they go very close with the chrome or the plating.
Yeah, that's got to be one I want to get soon. It's just every time I go to be like, oh, I should get this seed suit, then it's like, well, I still need this UC suit. You know, and I try to tell myself, Adam, just stick with Universal Century for now. But sometimes can't help it.
Keep talking about this, Adam. You can't just keep sticking with that, man. You gotta branch out.
Exactly. I got to broaden my horizons.
Yes, you can expand, man.
Although thanks to Ian, he made me buy the Wing Zero, which I appreciate, but then also got me the Force Impulse.
Of course, it's thanks to Ian.
Yeah.
Review 1.
Oh yeah, that will be coming. That will be coming soon. Let's see. What am I missing?
I am not surprised in the slightest.
I do not corrupt everyone, okay? Contrary to popular belief, all right?
But you did corrupt Ashley recently, didn't you?
Someone.
I did, actually, but that was like that was different.
And she's primed for that. You know what I mean? Like she's
any different, man.
I think it's because Ashley is such a huge Seed fan, and she's always getting the specifics of the stuff she likes. So I feel like she's one of those types.
I mean, there's a fire there. Ian just put oil in it.
Yeah, there's that too.
What are you talking about, Tom? Why are we talking about me right now? Okay, we should be talking about you. When are you going to get some Robot Spirits releases? We're still waiting on you to come back into the fold, man. Man,
that is too expensive for the moment.
No, listen, you can go buy that. You can go buy the Vertian Strike Gundam for like $35 on Amazon, or you can go maybe in the warehouse that you work in. You can go and grab one from one of the shelves.
It's a grocery store.
I've been wanting to grab that Strike because I bought the Strike pack. I forget which one it was called. It was on sale, and I was like, well, I might as well get that.
The Strike, the red wing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the Strike.
Yeah, it was on sale. I was like, I'll grab it, and I was like, well, I guess I gotta get the Strike soon.
I still think that they're going to give us like some sort of option part set. But they're kind of like branching into Star Wars right now. So like I have that's what's in that box. I have the Aegis, I have the Strike Dagger or Slaughter Dagger, and the Strike Noir coming.
Okay. Those
basically the Slaughter Dagger comes with a black version of the Ale Strike pack.
Yep.
Oh, what is this?
Which is kind of cool.
Some dude is driving with his trunk open, man.
Oh gosh.
Crazy.
Okay, B1. B220. 220. All right, and I'm about to actually finish up here, but so Ian, this format you're seeing here is something I want to start doing more, where it's when it's just like a chill type of stream. I'll jump into that new Discord I have. You know, it's supporter stream, so it's whenever I'm streaming and I'm in that room, it's like inviting people to come in and hang out. So
yeah, I love that. I was hearing you mention that to Tom, so
cool.
That's kind of why I also joined. I was like, okay, let me just let me jump in and see what's going on here.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad. Because sometimes, well, lately, when I'm wanting to build, I'm like, man, I'm just isolating myself for a while, which is fine. But I think I might have more fun building if I'm talking with people, and not being the only one on the stream, because I feel like if I'm the only one on the stream, I will never build.
Yeah, so. I think I still have to build I have the RG Shining Gundam. I still need to build that. I still need to finish my master grade Tallgeese Flugel.
So, those are good ones.
Good kid. The real great one.
The Shining Gundam, yeah, I've been hearing lots of good things about it.
That made me think, Ian. I think you'll like Super Robot Wars Y.
Yeah.
it just
been seeing that you're playing it.
Yeah, just because it's heavy into like the G Gundam, for instance, and the music. It's playing all the music, and you see the characters interact. And I know how much, when I was first getting a Gundam, you would always talk about G Gundam stuff.
G Gundam, Gila Gundam when in the kit form. We need that.
Yeah, but no, I'll have the review for Super Robot Wars Y will go up Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
So
okay, very cool. I was about to ask you about that actually.
Yeah, because it's hard. It's a hard recommend. I can't necessarily say I recommend it to anyone. It really depends. Like knowing how much you knew about G Gundam, it made me think like how much there's a lot of cool G Gundam call outs really early on in the game.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point now where I can have nearly a whole Gundam squad because I've got like the Mark II, I've got the Methis, I've got the Rigazi, I've got the mass production High New. Or no, mass production new. Yeah.
With the incoms or with the funnels?
I think it's standard with funnels, but you actually have the option when you're like upgrading your kits to add attachments, and one of them is the incoms for that.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so it's almost like you can choose what you want. And then quick shout out to Freedom Barbanatos in the chat. Build stream interesting.
That's our friend Gunpla is Freedom.
Oh, really? Is that?
It might be.
Oh, that's cool.
He posts a lot of Gunpla kits.
In
the lately.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, if you guys can see on the stream, I've got the chest part done, and like I said, this really gives me like future UC vibes. It looks very UC because of the red, yellow, white, and blue. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I think that kit looks really cool. I think Tom was saying something about like trying to do like hopefully they'll do like a Robot Spirits version of that or something like that. That would be cool.
100%. And so I'm wondering, like, when they come out with these, should it be where, like, for instance, this Gundam Zirius, they have just a model kit. It's like, should it also have a metal Robot Spirits? Because it's not like it's going to have a line. Or do you do a one-off Robot Spirits?
I mean, they don't really do one-off Robot Spirits anymore, though. It has to kind of come in with the very animals.
Yeah, that's right. When it comes to Gundam, it's usually in some sort of line.
Yeah,
like
it has to fall into something.
Like Seed Freedom was doing the whole metal Robot Spirits, whereas Zeta is doing the Veranime.
Well, I mean, but reality is that the thing is they already had the molds for a lot of the Seed Freedom stuff, and they just had to tweak a lot of it, reissue it with different paint schemes, so it was easy for them to do that. Plus, they had already kicked off the anime for Seed line, so
that's interesting. So you think they mainly did the whole Freedom line as metal Robot Spirits because they already had most of that stuff done? Like, yeah, even the Spec 2s are recoordinate.
Any different?
Yeah.
No, like I just got the Strike Freedom recoordinate version, and it is the exact same figure that I bought in whatever year that I got the original Strike Freedom Metal Robot Spirits.
Yeah, that's. And then you were
with different paint apps.
Yeah, and you were telling me even the Force Impulse Spec 2.
Yeah, so with the Force Impulse Spec 2, they just took out the anti-ship sword, and they stuck in the whatever that rail gun is that they've been that they stuck with all the other ones.
Yeah, not only that, but it's in the option part set of the Cavalier Aphrid. Mm-hmm. That gun is in that. That's kind of funny how they're pushing that gun.
Yeah, there's very few tweaks to the figures. I mean, it was just kind of sitting there, and because I have the Mighty Strike Freedom next to my Strike Freedom right now on my desk.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of admiring the differences between between them, and I was like, okay, I can see the visible differences, but I can also see like this is a very minor tweak of something that already kind of exists or existed from before,
Yeah, in the Gundam Universe line, I have the Strike Freedom Type 2, but there's also a Strike Freedom, and the
Mhm.
shots look the same. But I kind of am curious to pick it up and see what, if any, of a difference there would be.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the cool thing. Like, when you start going into, I know it's more of like a completionist kind of thing. When you start going in and you buy every variant of X figure or something like
Yeah.
that. Like, I would love to get the 20th anniversary of the Strike Freedom, so that way I can compare that with the original, with the recoordinate version, then with the Type 2, kind of like do a, nice cool shot of that.
Would you say that's one of your favorite mobile suits?
It definitely is. I mean, I loved the original Freedom.
Mhm.
I like it a lot more than the Strike Gundam.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the other day I was looking up, like, where did the name Strike why did the name Strike get added to the story
Freedom.
Strike Freedom?
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the lineage of the Strike itself. It sounded cool. Apparently, they were going to call it the Super Freedom or something like that.
Oh.
There was something going on around the time that they designed the suit, so they took out Super and they added Strike instead.
Okay, that's interesting because I've always been curious about that, and in fact, it's almost confusing. To go from Strike to Freedom, then Strike Freedom, or it's like, oh, there was a Strike Freedom that got split off into the Strike, and then the Freedom. No, but no, it's.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta know. I have to know the answer to this.
Yeah.
So I looked into it, but it's a
So there's no lore reason why.
If you want to call it a lore reason, it's that there was real life events going on that were politically charged at the time, apparently, and that's why they named it Strike Freedom instead of Super Freedom.
Interesting.
Imagine if they had kept the Super Freedom name, and then when we get to see Freedom, they call it Mighty Super Freedom.
That would be pretty cool.
That sounds kind of generic.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
isn't there an F-14 Super Hornet?
Yeah, I think that's kind of where they were. I think they were kind of going based off of stuff like that they were trying to name it, but I could be wrong. So
okay.
Hint, Adam, maybe potential video or something like that.
Yeah, because it's funny when I did the video about the Strike suits or whatever, I didn't really go into like the namings, and like I only went certain levels of like, oh, what this suit does, what that suit does, and yeah, that's actually a more interesting element I need to do.
Yeah, that was. I think that's a cool little idea to kind of look into that stuff a little bit more. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I would love to kind of see like a comparison with all of these different variants. I just don't want to spend all that money, especially right now with the way things are, to make that happen, because I mean, it's really easy to get a hold of the 20th anniversary versions of the Strike Freedom and Infinite Justice, for example.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend like 200 something bucks on them.
I wonder what's going to happen within the next 6 months. Like, are we going to start seeing where, robot spirits are going to be pricey and that's just it? Or are they going to kind of go back to where, and it kind of is, like, even when I was on AmiAmi, I was looking at some robot spirits I wanted to get, and they're actually really cheap. But then I was just thinking, the shipping and then the time,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about right now in terms of like collecting overseas,
Mm-hmm.
In a way, it's like kind of tempered me a little bit, which I think in a way is good, just given the way everything is kind of going up in general.
Yeah.
Import, Ian.
You say that again, Tom?
Our language. It's called import.
Yes. Yes. I am primarily an import collector. I don't necessarily like to collect domestic figures very much. I don't know, I just like the quality better. But
Yeah, I'm the same way.
There's going to be certain things that are like going to probably stay a little bit cheaper because they do like get sold at like Targets, for example, or something like that. So they're going to try and keep the price down a little bit more, versus your Robot Spirits, which is a little bit more of a niche line.
Yeah, I'm really surprised how they did the re-engineering for the Gundam universe and how much they're really going to push that. Are they going to start having like GMs? I feel like there's some basic, or like a gun cannon and a gun tank, and it seems like they'll do just main stuff from, like they do the main stuff from the different shows. But what happened then recently is they just did the re-engineering. So there's a re-release of the original Gundam and a re-release of the Unicorn. But it's like, oh, shouldn't we get something else from those series? But the fact that they're willing to retool almost tells me that there's more of a plan to make sure they're having all these future things done retooled. I don't know.
I mean, that would be cool for like army building if you're into that sort of thing,
Yeah.
Like a couple of GMs or whatever. You don't need like a whole bunch of accessories per se, and it'll be slightly out of scale, but
yeah. What was it, Tom?
Yeah, like for the army building, like the mobile suit for army building, you just need like the shield and the gun.
Yeah,
I guess.
And maybe there's not a market for that, and they've already tested this, but it would be neat, if you could get like a 2-pack entry grade of GMs or a 2-pack Gundam Universe GMs, and they're just kind of basic, but they're there for the army building. And then the Zaku's the same thing, 2-pack of Zaku's. But then are people going, hey, no, I want my 2-pack of Leos. You could go down a rabbit hole. Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to head out. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to try to do this more often, but thanks, Tom and Ian, for joining. And I'll try to do like a heads up in the future when I do this, so you guys will know ahead of time. So,
sounds good.
Oh, and real quick okay, cool. Yeah, and then from Freedom in the chat, not gonna lie, Super sounds more cooler and it makes more sense, and the Strike Freedom would be better than the Mighty Strike Freedom if you give it some better weapons like the guns, because the handles get a little too loose. Oh, okay, he's just not in lore, but the actual kit, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the high grade one.
It's not really a problem on like the Robot Spirits versions, for example.
Yeah, not a problem with that, but I know what he's saying with the high grade. I will say the high grades seem a little cheap. Like they might as well call them entry grades. But
right.
Yeah,
I think so too. Like I think real grade is now the new high grade.
Yeah.
If I was to.
Yeah.
And then like high grades, while they're kind of getting a little bit more detailed here and there, they're not.
Yeah, it's like one-offs, like the Requiem for Vengeance one's super detailed.
Yeah.
But then the Mighty Strike Freedom, unless it's a case of them just using old stuff again. And that's why.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
All right, well, I'm going to jump, but that was a lot of fun, guys.
Take it easy.
Yeah, have a good rest of the day. See y'all later.
You too.
All right, see y'all.
Later, Tom.